And to the 210 Culture Podcast,
What's up?
presented here at Southtown 101, live on Pub
101.
Sports Radio. And of course, we are the award winning San Antonio Magazine Podcast of the Year for Best of the City of 2020. And like always, I'm G.
I'm Dom.
And Donna has a day off today
I'm Donna.
because we originally had double booked. So Donna decided to take the day off since we had enough people to cover the show. So I don't know if our guest for today is actually showing up. I messaged him right now because I haven't seen him, but I think he might have overslept. And then our other guest had a catering, so we had to take care of that. So either way, we're still here. We still got a show. And thanks for tuning in. And before we begin, we wanted to introduce our Infinity guest today. Dom's going to go get him from the other side of the building.
Oh wow!
All right,
Yeah.
all right, coming.
Yeah,
So,
our guest, the Hall of Famer.
Yes, we have a Hall of Famer in the building today. For those who haven't been following, yesterday was announced the finals for the Hall of Fame, and our boy Timmy Duncan is finally going to be in the Hall of Fame. Okay, I was gonna put it over here. So of course, Kobe made the list as well,
NKG.
NKG. But most importantly, Timmy is now part of the show. For today,
Yay.
he's our special hidden celebrity guest. But yes, Timmy's finally made it. Of course, the five-time NBA champion. I think I said that 4 times. So 5-time NBA
It should have been
champion.
6 though. In 2013, I mean, we should have had it there.
Could have possibly been 7. If you count
So
that
many
point,
times.
2 shot with Derek Fisher that we all can't forget.
Damn you, Derek Fisher.
But yes, Timmy finally made it into the Hall of Fame. One of the big 3. So the rest are coming in the next couple of years. We still have the record for most consecutive playoffs, since I heard the season is potentially going to be canceled completely. So,
Yeah,
we make it
most.
another year.
Wouldn't be a bad thing for the Spurs. You know,
Yeah, I know. We're keeping the streak alive.
I was like, so does everybody who's going to become a free agent still get to become a free agent?
Yep.
Nice.
Same thing within baseball too.
Dang. All right.
See,
Their season's gonna get canceled altogether, probably.
I was going to say, I blame this on the Astros, because if it wasn't for the whole investigation, everything was going fine until they started admitting to cheating.
We should thank the Washington Nationals, because imagine if the Astros would have won this World Series. The riots in the street.
Riots. Exactly.
But they're all cheating assholes anyway.
Yes.
Baseball,
That's what it is. And of course, that's why Dom's wearing his Tim Duncan jersey as well.
He my boy. The great.
All right, is he your favorite player, both of you?
He's my favorite player. I'm not sure about G though.
Since my favorite player stabbed us in the back and betrayed us, yes.
Damn. Damn.
The quiet claw.
I saw a meme yesterday. I reposted on the page where it says, "You want to know why Kawhi left the Spurs? That bitch Carol Baskins."
That's probably accurate. I believe it.
I believe it completely. She
Yeah,
threatened
that
her.
bitch.
She threatened him that she was gonna feed his uncle to the Tigers. So Kawhi was like, "Okay."
Have some
Right.
sardine oil on him.
So to update on that, there's supposedly one more episode, which makes sense because all Netflix series have 10 episodes, and it only had 9, so they're supposedly gonna release one more episode.
That damn Carol Baskins.
I hate it. I hate to see it. I'd hate to absolutely watch it. Ugh.
I started that too. I was like, man, I don't know about this. This is weird. And I'm like, I'm still watching this though.
I think though it's just gonna be more like everybody's reaction. I don't really think it's gonna be like a continuation. It's just gonna be like, what do you think? Because Jeff was the one that actually announced they were doing another episode,
Good.
and he's like, they're coming to my house tomorrow to film. So I think they're just gonna do reactions, because they did go to the jail where Joe's at, and they were asking him questions through like the telephone interview. So I'm thinking that's all it is. It's just like a reunion special, kind of how they did Love Is Blind, but with Tiger King, just because it's so big.
The
I'd be
new
silly to
season
watch
is
that.
Rat King, and Joe's in prison with all his rats.
I know
Joe's a celebrity.
he is
He's
a celebrity.
Yeah.
He said that he really wished he could be out there and soak it up, but so is
Of course.
the guy with no teeth.
His
Oh,
first
one of his
husband.
husbands?
Yeah. Supposedly he made like a Facebook fan page and already has like 500,000 followers.
What the fuck?
Take it all in. Make your money, guys. This
I
is your
know.
one chance.
He's like, this is how I get my meth.
I know. How many Walmart managers though are sitting there like talking to all their like loyal, when they used to have the customers all the time, all loyal, when they go back after this is all over, and they're gonna be like, "You ever want to run for politics? I could be a campaign manager."
You should be like, it could have been me, guys. It
Could've
could have
been
been me. I could have been Joe's campaign manager.
That damn Carol
Well,
Baskin.
I was watching a Netflix, I'm not Netflix, Watch Mojo, and they were talking about like things that didn't make the documentary. So apparently he had like a total of like 8 husbands. They only touch on like 4.
What the?
That's it? 8? Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
So
it's
his
like
first
big
one,
love over there.
So his first one lasted 10 years,
the fuck?
and then he died of HIV. And they said at that point when he died, that's when Joe kind of started like building the Joe Exotic, and they said that his death kind of like escalated him to become bigger than what he was. So had that guy still been alive, who knows if Joe Exotic would actually exist.
Did he feed him to the tigers as well?
No, he, like I said, he died of AIDS or
Yeah.
HIV, and then the husband after that actually went to jail for murder, which I'm surprised they didn't cover that one in
That's
documentary.
scandalous.
Then from that, that's when it went to the ones that they mentioned in the documentary.
Mm,
But I was like, wow.
that's crazy. There's a lot more stuff that we don't even know about that they're just like, oh, by the way, one of his husbands murdered somebody, but we don't have to touch on that. No,
No, we don't need
it's
to
not
touch it.
important.
She only found the tigers, but supposedly she said that it's the secretary, because I don't know what happened, but they didn't cover it because they didn't have anything to do with the documentary. But
Mhm.
something about that they're blaming the secretary.
Yeah, that's crazy. One of his workers, they're his or her hand, because she's a trans, and her hand was bitten. You know, she put her hand in the cage, and then it's gone. It's literally enough. Like,
I don't know.
And
Unless
they-
went back
they-
to work.
yeah, and they just went back to work like nothing. She's like, I took the risk on coming here to work here. So I mean, they're beautiful creatures.
Why is this thing having noise? Okay. Yeah. But can we talk about how like everybody had to eat off of the damn
The meat, the
the rotten meat?
raw meat.
There's a shirt that I saw where it said Joe's Pizzeria.
Mm.
Something about I
haven't
hope
seen
you're
that
okay with expired meat or something was like the slogan. And I was like, I kind of want that shirt.
Yeah, I hope all those tigers were happy with it too.
shit.
Jeez.
Oh my god! Surprised that nobody got sick on that. Maybe they did and nobody documented it.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like it was like weeks old. It was just they couldn't resell it, so it was gonna be expired or it was already expired by like a day or two. But you can, as long as you keep it cold, you can still eat like expired meat for like an extra like week or so.
Mm.
Or if it's completely frozen, you can go months at a time. I know my parents stock up on meat that's like
Stock
a
it
year
up.
old, but as soon as like you defrost it, you got to eat it at that moment. You
It's
can't.
kind of
just,
like right now
chill.
in this quarantine time, people are trying to freeze things up right now, make it last.
So I'll ask Jose too, and you, what is or what would be the most random animal you'd be willing to eat if this was like all we had left?
Random animal.
I'm a very, very picky eater. For example, I've never eaten eggs before.
What?
Yeah, like I've never had like scrambled eggs or anything like that.
Some people don't like the taste.
Yeah, I kind of got
Or
sick of eggs too, but
Well, yeah, so I've never
I've
had.
had eggs.
So Jose never had eggs.
Yes.
Dang. A lot of things have eggs in it.
So I guess
Hmm.
I guess Jose's just gonna die, or he's gonna have to become a vegetarian.
That's the issue. I don't eat vegetables.
Do you
either.
like tofu, Jose?
No, I don't know what that is.
Then me neither. I don't
It's
know what that is either.
It's a bunch of like cardboard mixed
yeah,
together.
yeah. I'm a very picky eater though. I've not
Uh.
had a lot of foods. Much to my parents' detriment, they hate it, but it happens.
True. I mean, it's like how we're brought up, and different things that we've been brought to our attention when we were little. So I mean, I would say the most if we didn't have a choice of what to eat when all the cattle and everything were gone. I mean, I've had rabbit. I've made rabbit stew or roasted rabbit over a fire. I've had snake. So I mean, it's very different. Yeah,
Shark.
and we've had shark. So I mean, if we ever get to the ocean, let's go get
I've
some
had
shark.
frog legs. I can do frogs.
Yeah, frogs. Yeah,
I haven't had not any of these things. I'm
Uh-huh.
probably just gonna stick to squirrels and
squirrels. Yeah,
hopefully get some birds.
yep. There you go. I
I
mean,
would-
put the
I-
bacon around it.
I
Did we
mean,
have
I
bacon?
could do some buffalo. I don't know.
But
where
Wait,
you
wait,
find-
are we just talking like any animals?
So-
Is anywhere?
Yeah,
Any
so
exotic
we're
animal.
saying like you had to like just hunt if you could hunt any animal, but it had to be like one animal, and that was all you could eat off of. What would be that one?
Oh,
animal?
give me like an elk or
Elk?
something like a
Ostrich.
caribou.
Ostrich.
Or that kangaroo that he bought with his
Yeah, the
his stimulus
kangaroo.
money.
Yeah, exactly. Get my Trump money.
What up, Albert? Albert says, "What's up?"
What about?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it had to be something that didn't have a lot of fat, because if you get something
Ostrich.
like an elephant, I feel like elephant's like all fat.
it's all ankle.
Elephant was the first thing I thought of, and I was like, gray meat, because that's
Gray
just how
meat.
my head works. It's gray, so their meat must be gray.
I don't know. I don't know if you ever saw it when you were little or even saw it now. But did you ever see that movie Double Take
No.
with
Nope.
Eddie Griffin?
Eddie Griffin, yeah,
Miranda
yeah.
Jones. So in the movie, they're like, they're pretty much on the run from the feds. The one guy, so they end up stopping at this like hotel / emu ranch, and he's like, I'm hungry. What do I got on the menu? He's like, emu. He's like, we got eggs, we got emu steak, we have emu ribs. And like the whole the whole movie, like they have like this big ass shootout. And he's like, hey, you're killing my dinner. And they like have a shootout, and like all the emus are like in the middle of it. But yeah, I'd go with emu because he was like, yeah, it's the other white meat.
The other white meat.
It's the hidden white meat that nobody knows. But they don't actually show him like eating it, so I don't know what.
Yeah, he probably didn't eat it. But like, Texas has an overpopulation of boars and pigs. So I mean that's a safe bet right there. Just go hunting for some boars,
some bacon.
some bacon.
I'd hate to kill some boars. I'd hate to do it.
But I gotta lower that population down.
Yeah, I need some boar bacon. Don't trick me, right? As long as here's my thing.
gamey.
If I don't see like it being cooked and you just like hide things in there, I'll eat it, no problem. But if I know, like,
Don't tell Jose what this is.
yeah, exactly, that's what it is. What is this? Oh, it's bacon, pigs,
Oh, it's bacon,
pork.
man.
Good, let's go.
Right, that's what it is with Donna. When Donna's
Don't
like, "What
tell
is
her.
this?" and we're just like, "Oh," when then whatever looks like you just say it. Like we got gonna dim sum, and that's where we tried the shark, and she was like, "Oh, what is that?" "Oh, it's a dumpling." She went ahead and ate it, and she's like, "This is good." I was like, "Okay, cool. That's shark." Same with the squid. We had
Squid.
gone to I forget where we went, and they were like, "Oh, calamari." I was like, "Yeah, sure." I started eating. She's like, "Oh, what is it?" I was like, "Oh, it's clams." She likes clams. She's like, oh, "Okay, chill. This is some good clam." I was like, "Yeah, that's not clams. That was squid." So I just have to like trick her, and then after she eats it, then I'll tell her after she decides if it's
Yeah.
good or not, because you can't lie after your original impression.
Mhm.
You can't be like, "This is good," and then, "Oh no, I don't like it." So
Definitely. I mean, if you do not know what it is, you're more than likely going to try it and you might like it. I mean, you're just tricking your brain to just trying something out or just eating regular things. It's a chicken nugget. Oh no, it's actually a gator nugget. Oh, whoa, I like gator now.
Tim, what
That's
do
your-
you like? Cool.
But
Actually-
either way, you gotta try
actually-
new things.
Oh, I'm not gonna release my sources, but I got sources that I can talk to Tim, but I haven't. So shout out to
We're
my
waiting.
sources.
Are you guys allowed to say what's your favorite and or best restaurant, since you guys know a lot of restaurant owners and such?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I mean,
Because I was going to ask you guys for food recommendations, since you guys come all around the town. So,
Okay.
why don't
what
we
you
promote
looking
local
at?
businesses by saying places I should eat? Because I just realized I'm hungry.
nice. Yeah, I mean, it really just
Mm.
depends more. I would say I really wouldn't have a like dead go-to. The only go-to I really have is when I want tacos. I'll go to Mr. Diablo's Tacos, which
Mr.
is a food
Diablo's
truck.
taco
'Cause that taco truck is bomb.
And where is that for the people?
Currently right now, this weekend, this Sunday, this episode, April 6th, they are
Fifth.
at
Fifth.
5th.
Yeah.
They are at Isla Brewery off of O'Connor and I forget.
So basically, if you go on 281, hit 410, go to O'Connor, they're right over there, right?
Make a left on O'Connor, and then you'll see the brewery on the left side once you go down.
Yeah, they're really good tacos.
right
They
now-
even got that little turn.
Right now they
inside.
have a special where it's I think 30 tacos, 4 things of beans for 30 bucks.
family.
Yeah, so they have a family pack.
Okay.
So that's a good. That's
The
my like
extended
that's the-
family pack.
that is the only one that I would say like go to. Everything
Bomb.
else, every other like type of food, I'll have like a top 3. I really don't have like one or the other. So like for
Okay.
brunch,
I was about to
would
say, I'll
say-
start peppering you with questions. I'll do it. Don't make
So-
me.
So I
He
say-
will.
I would say brunch wise for me, Alamo Biscuit Company or Sangria on the Berg, they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, they're
owner,
same,
so-
same owner.
So those two together, Lucy's Copper Ice House
Yeah,
or Cooper Ice House. I always spell
yeah.
I say it wrong.
Over there off 281.
Yeah, off 281. Their brunch is dope. They have
they're
thing
very
I-
unique there.
yeah, their menu is very unique. One of the best things they have is tin can nachos. So they take a coffee can
The
and
clothesline bacon as well.
they take the top and the bottom off the can, and then just stack up the nachos in there. And then when they bring it to your table, they remove the coffee can, and the nachos just stay in place. And it's just like the cool thing to look at when you see the whole stack of just nachos piled up on top of each other.
Yeah.
Clothesline bacon's pretty cool. They have like 5 thick strips of bacon,
Candied.
candied bacon, so they put brown sugar on them.
And then they got some dip. It's like peach.
Yeah, so it's a peach marmalade, and then they have it on this like homemade little clothesline, so they're just hanging, and it's so good. They also have where they pizza egg rolls.
What is this place again?
Lucy's
Lucy
Copper
Coo-
Ice House.
Yeah, Lucy Cooper Ice House.
They have pizza egg rolls, and they literally just taste like grown ass pizza rolls.
Tito's pizza rolls.
Yeah, it tastes like a more grown up version of it with the egg roll, which was pretty good.
A little bit more depth in them.
Yeah, and then of course this place, wonderful Southtown 101.
Southtown. I mean, there's always good food here. But
good-
I mean, if you're just asking us our opinion, we're giving it
Yes.
uncensored.
I love-
Does Diablo's Tacos have Al Pastor tacos?
Oh yes.
Yes, Mr. Diablo's, yes. So that's really like why I love them so much is because they actually do
love
it
Al
on the
Pastor.
like rolling trompo, which is like the
Yeah, like the spinning.
Yeah, the thing that
spinning-
they have at
yeah.
Tacos West Ave or whatever.
yes, but they have it
bro.
inside their food truck, which is dope.
All right, well, I'll be paying them a visit after this show. Let me tell you that.
You should
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
If that was the case,
So-
you should just done it from the house.
So, what about pizza wise? Just straight pizza?
Oh, Bob and
Straight Bob and Timmy's, I would have. Well,
They're very
see,
unique.
I can't really say Bob and Timmy's for the reason that I don't actually get normal pizza.
Yeah, they're not normal pizza, but they're pizza style.
So they do the pizza on the
On the
grill,
grill.
so they cook it all on their grill there. But they're like the pizza that I like from them is their al pastor pizza. So they use
Mm.
green salsa instead of pizza sauce, and then they put the
Ah.
al pastor with the cilantro and the onions and the cheese on it. So it's really good, and that's like my favorite
A
go-to.
little
But
bit of pineapple on it. as
yeah, and
well.
pineapple as well. But
Needs the
since
pineapple.
that technically wouldn't be a traditional
it wouldn't be
pizza,
a
it's kind of
pastor,
hard to
yeah.
really say like that's the best pizza. 'cause
Then they
there's-
have that buffalo chicken.
Yes, they have a
pizza.
buffalo chicken pizza as well, which same
Yeah.
thing. They use the chicken, and then they have a fajita one, which they'll use onions, bell peppers, and then salsa for the sauce.
Yep.
I would say
And the
I really
dessert
haven't
pizza as
gone
well.
too far. Yeah, the dessert pizza is amazing. They have one called the Elvis, and it's peanut butter, bananas, blueberries, and then their homemade
Custard.
custard. And it's so good, but nobody can figure out what the custard is.
It's homemade. It's their family recipe, and we're just like, you're gonna slip up one day, and you're gonna tell us, and we're gonna be like, ooh.
And then non like more I guess traditional wise pizza.
Actual pizza, yes.
I would have to say for me it's gonna be mashed over at La Cantera.
Oh yeah, mash. Is pretty
Really?
good,
So they
yeah.
do a Detroit style pizza instead of like the regular flat pizza.
Mm.
But I'm a big cheese person, so what they do is they make it like it's like a pan pizza. But they make like when they make the bread, they actually put like the dough balls. They don't actually roll it out, and then they put cheese in between. So when it cooks, everything just
expands together.
expands and merges as one. So when you're biting into it, you're actually getting a mixture of bread and cheese.
Mhm.
And then on top, they just put the sauce, and then they put these thick cut pepperonis on them. And it only gives you about 6 slices when you get like the regular small one, but that's all you need.
Huge slices.
Me and Donna share it, and like we still leave 2 pieces by the time it's over, but it's so good.
And this is mashed at La Cantera. Wow,
Yes.
that's pretty surprising to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you have a breakfast place? Because you
Ooh.
just said brunch, but like
Mhm.
straight breakfast.
I don't wake up early enough for breakfast,
Okay, fair enough.
but if I did,
I
I would still have to go down to Biscuit Company.
yeah, there. I mean, I AM snoozery.
Yes, I was about to say mention Snooze and Pancake Joe's. Those are
Yeah,
my
and then
places.
today I had Magnolia's Pancake House.
I was gonna say,
really good.
I was gonna say Candlelight would be another good one. for
Ooh,
me.
candlelight. Yeah, which is right around here.
That was our original like brunch spot. Because
Mhm.
I actually don't wake up early enough on Sundays.
And
for
there's
breakfast.
the Azul, right? That place, Casa Azul.
Not anymore. They closed,
Oh,
and I'm not really.
dang.
I was never really a fan of theirs anyway.
Mm.
Um,
I was
but
just
yeah.
trying to think of all the spots. but yeah.
This is the 210 culture recommendations episode because I'm trying to
Yeah.
frantically write all these things down. That's why I'm asking you
I
to
don't-
repeat these things. What is it again, guys?
so I'm thinking right now with quarantine lockdown, which maybe we should. I don't know if we should do it as an episode, and
Lockdown
discuss-
episode.
I think we might do it online and discuss it here for the next couple of episodes.
Cool.
So what I'm thinking, because I know Case at 12 kind of did it, they had a whole like food truck like madness thing during March, but it was only like the top 16 places, which there's so many different food trucks out here. So I think I'm gonna go to the lab. We may save it for May because I'm gonna have to do a lot of research. but I think I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna do 64 trucks. And then I say here in this episodes here, if we're still quarantined by then, is we'll go ahead and
Taco truck madness.
we'll spend the hour talking about the matchups and the different comparisons to get
Yeah.
people hyped up
You
on
guys
it.
can reveal the winners and such on that episode.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we'll go into the next one and so on until we get a winner. But the way I'm thinking about doing it is I'm gonna get a map and actually just split San Antonio in half.
Oh,
Regions.
And then
South,
so what
west, east,
we'll have is
north.
we'll have the west and the east side, and then you'll have
west side.
then you'll have the northwest and the southwest.
You have to give them nicknames, though. You have to give them like funny nicknames for the
Oh my
regions. I'm not very
Yeah.
San Antonio, so I don't know what these nicknames
So-
could be, but
Yeah, so I think we'll do that because we did that 2 years ago. We did it with the Fiesta events during Fiesta, and we called it Fiesta Madness like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And Taste of New Orleans ended up winning that year as the event, mainly because their people actually found out about it, so they started voting.
oh, okay.
So they
They
blew-
rigged the election.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
literally.
I mean, nobody really knew it existed, so they found out. They're like, "Oh, we want to win!" So it was cool because we got to go for free. Shout out to the Zulus if any of them are watching or hearing this. Yeah, so we were supposed to go again this year for free because of that, and then we were gonna try to do it again. So we'll probably do
Yeah.
it in November.
Fiesta time in November.
So that was fun. We took all 64, and then at the time we were like doing game nights places, so we had
Mhm.
people vote there, and everybody who voted were entered to win a gift basket that we had of like all the different survival stuff you needed for Fiesta. So like baby wipes. I think we did put a
a cool towel.
yeah, a cool towel, a water bottle. I know we put
Koozies.
koozies. We put a toilet paper in
Medals.
there. No, we didn't put a medal. We didn't have a medal.
Well, there was
Um,
somebody's medal in there that somebody gave us.
No. But yeah, it was pretty
Candy?
much. Yeah, it was some candy. It was pretty much like
Yeah.
everything you would need to survive for Fiesta. So I don't know. Maybe we'll like.
Sanitizer.
Well, maybe we'll talk with the winner and maybe we'll give away like a free lunch for the winning truck or something.
Oh yeah.
But I'm planning on slowly working on that. Here in the next couple days, and maybe we'll just do that to fill in the episodes,
Hey, might as well.
and then give Jose ideas in a list. So
Yeah. These are. Like I said, I'm writing these places down because I'm just gonna take my girlfriend to all these places. This is
nice.
the
She'll
plan.
like it. Yeah, hell yeah.
but yeah, Alamo Biscuit Company works for both brunch and lunch. I mean breakfast.
Yeah.
Because I like them. I normally don't wake up for breakfast till like brunch time, so that's why I always have like my brunch favorites. But yeah, they have homemade biscuits there, and you can get sandwiches, eggs.
I've driven by it a lot. I've thought about pulling the trigger, and now that might be dinner today because
there you go.
or something. Because I'm definitely gonna get tacos after this now because that was the first place you said.
Yeah,
Diablos would
And
be
then
dope.
and then right now, if you're still looking for like supplies, milk, eggs, I don't know if they're doing it there at that location. I know on the Sangria location on Fredericksburg, they're actually, I think he's still doing it. He was doing a survival kit where it was like $25 and it was 2 dozen eggs, a gallon of milk, 4 rolls of toilet paper, 5 pounds of beans, and 5 pounds of rice.
Yeah.
To kind of help out. But he's also doing full dinner. He's doing lunch to go brunches as well. For like families of 4 at both locations, and they're doing dinners as well.
Mhm.
So you can still support both locations. Shout out to Caesar.
Caesar. But yeah, and also when I was ordering from Magnolia Pancake House, they were also doing like a little package of eggs, flour, bread, and other supplies that they were selling that at their location. So I mean, if you're
Mhm.
just needing like breakfast like supplies, they'll also sell it there. Like it was like $20 for the whole package. So
Yeah, and so the Alamo Biscuit Company meals for 4, they start at $30 depending on what you want. So like this weekend, they have a fried chicken meal, which was chicken thighs with potato hash, spinach salad, and the biscuits and cookies.
fancy.
Their brunch package was pancakes, scrambled eggs, the potato hash, salsa, house biscuits, bacon, and a biscuit French toast, all for
Jeez.
$30.
You know, I was just thinking about this in my head, and this is just
Mhm.
kind of me kind of being dumb. I drove by Alamo Biscuit Company all the time, and I always thought they were a chain. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
because the sign's very, very nice, and I was like,
Mhm.
that has to be a chain. And then I was just thinking, Alamo. Oh,
Mhm.
and it all just clicked in my head just now.
No, yeah. I mean, I mean, unless you actually kind of like look into it, I mean, I'd be right there with you, Jose. I mean, if I didn't know Caesar and knew that he was opening it, I would have been like, that's a chain. But Alamo, after you read the sign and then you look online, I mean, it's just all local, baby.
I'm trying to find the Mr. Diablo so I can get you the exact location.
Yeah, Mr. Diablo, get into my belly in about like an hour.
Let's see here. You
I'm coming for
I was
you.
gonna say you can actually text it like on the way over there, and then you just pick it
I'll
up
have
and
it
go.
ready for you.
Yeah. So
Even better.
Man,
so
waiting?
it's
What's waiting?
it's 11911 Crosswinds Way, and they're gonna be there from 2 to 9. So they literally just set up like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
A little less than 2 hours ago.
Starting business.
So yeah, the special today or the special all weekend is 18. It's actually 18, not 20. What did I say? It's 30. So it's 18 tacos. You can get whatever you want. Pastor, asada, chicken fajita, or chorizo, and 3 quesadillas with your choice of meat. So you
Jeez.
also get 3 or whatever one there, and a 32 ounce of charro beans for $30.
That sounds like a lot of food.
It does
Yeah.
sound like a lot of food. A lot of food that I personally wouldn't eat, but I'm just going to devour about like 10 or 15 Al Pastor tacos. So that's fine.
Okay,
And-
so that's like the family special though, but you can still get like the straight tacos by themselves. I think they're like 8.
Mm-hmm.
I hate. I'd hate to. I'd hate to eat 16. Then I hate to do it. Man, what a sacrifice I'm going to have to make. Another great thing about this, normally I wouldn't go to this place because it's far as hell from where I live.
Right.
But there's no traffic.
Yeah,
Exactly,
no
that's the best
traffic.
part.
That's the
And the
best
cops
part.
really don't care. They're just like,
Oh,
"Go ahead,
yeah.
speed, do what you want."
Yeah, the cops have just like they're on days off too now.
Mhm.
So the number for that as well, if you want to write that down, Jose, so you can send them a text message. It's 210-449-6502.
210. What was that one more time? 44 what?
449-6502.
We're taking calls now.
Welcome to your quarantine dinner special.
That's Diablitos. That is a quick ad for you guys. No, just slide the bag over with some free tacos or whatever. It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
They normally do. I think actually we've never paid. Me and Donna have gone like 4 or 5 times, but we've never paid. So it's the least we can do. Is throw
Hey,
an
we love your
advertising here.
food, Mr. Diablo. So
Is that his
showing
name?
love.
Hold on. Is that the owner's name?
No,
Damn, that would be
it's-
sick.
I mean,
I
like,
forget-
man, you got a cool name, man.
His son's name is Mauricio, who takes over, and he
Mauricio.
just turned. I think he just turned 18, but he's like a hustler and a smart businessman. He got him a deal with one of the hospitals, so they make like breakfast tacos for them, and then like that's already guaranteed money. So whether they work or not, they already have like that breakfast taco gig.
You know what I just realized? You just gave me a phone number, and I'm just gonna like randomly just shoot it a text message. Can I get some tacos, please?
Well, that's what it specifically says. Just like
What are you reading off of? Do they have a website? Or-
It's their Instagram.
Okay. See, we're plugging this. Bad.
Yeah, but it specifically says on there. It says text your order ahead, and it gives you the numbers. So, like they're just expecting to get random.
That's what I'm
it
saying.
is.
Just get
Hey,
random text.
hey, 6 of asada. in 30
please.
minutes.
It's like, who is this? How'd you get my number?
Yeah, normally they're like, okay, well, like when are you planning to come pick it up? And then they
Then you
go
give
ahead
them a
and get
time
ready.
frame, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what a time! I'm just scrolling through. I'm gonna start scrolling through the people you guys follow on like Instagram and stuff to see too.
If you want a big killer chicken sandwich, Smack's Chicken Shack,
Smack rolls.
which used to be Smack Rolls, is the bomb. Their chicken sandwiches right now, he's doing a family package where you can either get 3 chicken sandwiches for $30, which is a deal
10
because
cents.
normally each chicken sandwich with fries is about $13.
Oh yeah.
So getting 3 of them at 30, you're saving a good like $10.
Mm.
But he has so many different ones. It's so good. One of my personal favorites is the peanut butter and jelly chicken sandwich.
It sounds strange, but until you try it, it's
I
pretty
mean,
bomb.
I mean, that sounds pretty good to me.
Then he has one that they make their own like Big Mac sauce. So it's
Thousand Island.
it's
sauce?
lettuce, pickles, and their Big Mac sauce.
Mm.
Let me pull them up real quick here.
Man,
Yeah.
trying to spell Diablitos makes me realize how white I really
Or it's just
am.
Mr. or you just have to put Diablos. It's Mr.
Oh,
Diablos.
Diablos.
Yeah.
God, Mr. Diablos. I was like, what is this place called? Diablitos? I feel
Mm-hmm.
so white. It's so funny that I'm just roundly renowned as the whitest person in my family, and it's not even close.
Coconut Unite. Let me see.
Coconuts.
So he has, where's the rest of the menu? So I can read them off. So yeah, then he has another one that's like a cheesy Thai. So it's supposed to be like a kind of like a Chinese food. And then all of these he can make them into chicken fries, where he chops up the chicken breast and puts it with fries instead. But the chicken sandwiches are just huge. Like
Yeah, they're a lot.
yeah, it's like the whole like chicken breast. Like he just like butterflies it and then just cooks it all. Like
Have
it's-
you guys both had the chicken sandwich from Popeyes and Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Which one have we decided is better? Because I recently had the Popeyes one for the first time, and I was I was pretty impressed.
You want to go first?
She was thick.
So
It was thick.
so I had a very Harold and Kumar adventure to get one of them. So what we did was I went to like 5 different locations when it was just getting popular.
Yeah.
With the chicken sandwiches, and I couldn't find one. So when they finally brought them back the second time, I waited in line almost a whole hour to get one. Funny, I'll wait an hour
That's
for that.
commitment.
Well, it's funny that I wait an hour for that, but I won't wait like 30 minutes to get into a store to buy your toilet paper. But
You need toilet paper though.
I got some today actually. Shout out to the Target over at
Target.
by Austin Highway. They had some, but they didn't advertise it. It was just chilling in the back.
Good.
But in that, I think it was either your group or the other group that I'm in that is like for survivors, and they update like
oh yeah.
that have stuff. They were like, they have some. They just put some in like an hour ago. So I waited like an hour later, and I showed up because I had to get jelly beans to do the video I'm gonna do after this. So when I went, I just went back there just to look for shits and giggles, and I found it. And I was like, there's toilet paper. So I paid $8 for 6 rolls of toilet paper. I'm not very proud of it, but you know what? I have toilet paper now.
Times we live in.
So that is what it is. But back to the chicken sandwich story. So I got the chicken sandwich, and I would say off the first bite, the first time I tried it, I would say it was better. But going back now, because every other time I've gone, it's been really soggy, I'd still have to say Chick-fil-A.
The sandwich I had, she was still pretty crispy. She was thick. I of course, did not get any pickles with it because I'm not a barbarian.
Exactly.
But I think
Pickles.
day to day, I'd rather have Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see myself hankering for a Popeye sandwich every now and then.
Definitely. I mean, it's a sauce, really. The sauce that that at Popeyes has for it. I mean, if they put too much, it's gonna overbear that chicken sandwich. But if they have just the right amount,
Polynesian sauce. That's the answer to the question. What was I gonna say?
I want that Szechuan sauce, Morty. I want that Szechuan sauce.
Speaking about Rick and Morty, they come back May 3rd. I'm so
Some
excited.
good news in this quarantine time.
So I'm so excited for them to come back.
I'm
You watch
so
Rick and Morty,
psyched.
Jose?
Honestly, no.
Let's do a binge right now.
Honestly, I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes, and right now I've been playing a lot with my friends online on Xbox and such, and we've been talking about South Park a lot. So I've been just been grinding out South Parks, and it's a great time.
Yeah, South
I've
Park.
actually gotten a break from editing, so I've legally have the game sitting on my shelf. I've gone back to emulators, so
Hell yeah.
I've gotten NCAA 14. So I've been taking the Roadrunner since that was the only game they were on. So I've taken them, and I'm working on my dynasty right now. This last season that I just finished up yesterday, we ended up losing the conference championship, but we made it at 8-3.
Okay.
Then we lost the bowl game against San Jose State.
That's tough.
Fucking San Jose.
That one we got murdered by like 2 scores, but I have no secondary whatsoever. So we just blitz and pray to God that we're facing
We
a
get
team
them.
that has a running back as a star. And then if they have a mobile quarterback, they start doing the option and shit, we're screwed. But we're working on it. I got the number 1 recruit in the state last year.
Wow,
This
that's
next time we
big
draft. He was just an athlete though, so he ended up becoming a 43 strong safety. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
No wonder you got him.
Yep. But
And cheap.
we did good after going 2 and something because I simulate most of the games that they can possibly. Well, the first year I knew we were gonna lose, so I just simulated it all. Even though they had just came off of 7-3 season the year before, and 13, but we got it simulated, and then we turned it back around. We went 5 and something the next year, and this year we finished at 9-3. So we should hopefully win the championship, and then hopefully by next season I'll be getting 4-star recruits to start getting in the top 25.
So I had some 2K rage earlier this morning.
2K.
I was heated.
I feel that.
So I play in a big online league with my friends from Virginia, and we play whatever. We play on All Star, and I'm not very good at 2K to begin with, but I'm good at every other sports video game, just not 2K. I suck at it for some reason. So I get my ass handed to me by the computer every once in a while. So early in this game, we fantasy draft, and I'm playing the Cavs, who have Kevin Durant. I'm up 19. Kevin Durant just decides to turn it on and just green lights every shot he makes, and I lose the game, and I just shattered a coat hanger. just absolutely shattered it. I was so heated, and this was at like 10 in the morning too, so it was really good.
I would
It
have
was a
been
great way
like,
to
"This is
start my
why you
morning.
got COVID-19."
So in that conference championship game I was playing, I was we were going back and forth, but their option was just killing me. So like I
Mhm.
scored and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to go for 2 just to try to take the lead because we were up with like a minute and a half left. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for 2 and then hopefully we can try to stop them with what's left. So I go for 2, I get sacked, so I lose 2 points. We're down by 1. So then we're down by 1. I happen to make a stop and they give me back the ball and I have a 40-yard return punt that puts me like at the 30-yard line with 40 seconds left. Like this literally sets me up for the
Mhm.
like to come back.
Yeah,
I was like, cool, all I gotta do is kick a field goal and I win by 2. Like I
it's
can
never
still
that
win
easy.
this. So I throw it to my tight end because he's a superstar in the game. And we get it within, I think it ends up being like a 47-yard field goal. No, it's like 37-yard field goal. And I was like, all right, dude, I got this for the win.
The
We
win.
got for the win. We got less than 30 seconds. I'll go ahead and kick this. He kicks it. My kicker sucks so bad. It hits the middle of the goalpost and bounces back out, and I miss and I lose. I end up losing the game by 1
Oh
point
my
because
God.
I had 2 chances to either tie it or win the game, and they were like, even the ass whatever it is, ass coach was like, you should go for it and not kick the field goal. And I was like, I have no trust in my kicker. I do. And I had like at 100% and he was still short. And I was like, damn, I should have just gone for it and I probably would have won.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
That was real tough.
Kickers.
Yeah.
Win some, you lose some.
And then I was playing somebody else, and because it's an emulator, it crashes every now and then. And I was up, I think, against Rice, who was like 25 at the time. No, Kansas State. They were like 17. And I was up by like 15 points, and then it crashes in the 4th quarter.
Mm.
So I was like, I'm not playing this game again. Like I was like struggling it out, and I was like, screw this.
That's what I did with 2K. I almost uninstalled it, removed it. I already started looking at
Other
PlayStations on offer up to get the show because I'm fed up with 2K already.
Yeah, I'd be messing with the PlayStation right now. I mean, I'm right now. I'm doing the Death Stranding. Currently playing that one. I mean, it kind of resembles of what life is right now. You know, it's like people are underground, can't go outside because acid rain, or it like increases time over if you stay in that rain, and it's just like it'll age you. So like when it touches you, like your skin turns all like wrinkly, or it ages you, trying to take your life away. And there's like spirits around, but like that's not the part that it is. But I mean, I just consider that the COVID-19 out there. And then you have people that are like transporting goods around and delivering it to different parts of the state or different part of the country. And so these people are like considered heroes because they're taking supplies from one place to another. But then you have to like fight all these other people that are trying to take your stuff and trying to use it for their own gain. So I mean, it's pretty crazy because right now people that are delivering food or essential people are currently the backbone of America right now.
America.
You know, and that's what in this game is like making me think, man, this is literally what we're going through. Like we're having people deliver stuff to us. Can't really go outside. If you do, you got to be caution. You know, be away for 6 feet. You know, all that. So I mean, society is really changed in the last 2 months from what it was, what we were used to what we're not used to. Now we're having to adapt to everything right now.
Yeah, I can't wait for my Facebook memories to remind me about this in 10 years.
I know, me too.
I really, I can't wait.
COVID-19 scare.
I can't wait till we look back and we look at all the Tiger memes. We're like, damn, that was stupid.
Man, I can't wait till we look back and we're like, damn, 2020. Jerry West is like on the ropes. Kobe died. The other commissioner of the NBA, former commissioner, died.
Died.
All this shit's happening. 2020 was supposed to be our year, guys. What happened?
Apparently 2020 vision is not good enough.
Hey, the cycle repeats. Depression, stock market, pandemic.
I mean, the Spanish flu was in 1918. So
I forget what the meme goes. It's something, and then it's like it was something, and the last one was something about like his asshole getting torn up or something. He's like, yep, history repeats itself. But yes,
yeah, people are like, it's like the Great Depression, man, almost.
great. Can we shout out every fucking restaurant that is nice enough to hook us up with alcohol to go?
Oh yeah,
And Alcon 101 is one of those restaurants too. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
And all you have to do is just, well, I don't know about here, but everywhere else you have to buy like some food. So like we went to Taco Cabana because it's close to our house, and we stocked up on $2 margaritas, and all we did was just buy some chips and queso. And they were like, "Well, that's food.
I'll
Congratulations."
take the large chips and queso. Thank you very much.
I was like, "Let me get 2 large chips and queso and 13 margaritas," and they were like, "All right, cool."
You know what the most annoying thing about drinking though is? Every 5 minutes after breaking the seal, having to pee. I
Oh,
can't do
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so dumb just getting up and going back and forth. Like even if
I
I'm
feel
drinking at
that.
home.
Or just wear the pens, and then you don't have to go back and forth.
I mean,
anymore.
really though, like I need
Adult
to.
diapers.
I need to. This is ridiculous.
Quarantine life.
These are quarantine diaries, the male quarantine diaries.
Or if you're just chilling by
A
yourself.
catheter. You can put a
Well, I was
catheter.
gonna say, if
in.
you're just chilling by yourself, you can just sit on the toilet and just crank open fucking beers
Have a
and just
TV and
keep drinking.
Man, I might move my Xbox and everything to my bathroom.
I was
That's
gonna
problem
say- I was
solved.
gonna say, you just get a
I'm gonna
laptop.
install a new toilet with some warm seats and a
Maybe some
drink
like
holder,
armrests.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. And like, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just
a
waiting for.
pillow for back in.
Like I said, I'm still trying to convince Donna to put the TV in the put a TV in the restroom, and I'm good to go.
Donna, now you have to do it for the
Donna,
quarantine.
come on,
We
Donna.
have to do it for the
I know you're
quarantine.
watching, Donna.
Donna, come on.
Come on.
We have to do it for the
Come
quarantine.
on. No, because then he'll never come out.
Exactly.
So based on who's online, her grandma's online. So hello.
Ay, abuela.
But yeah, we actually got a Red Bull fridge in our living room now, or our kitchen.
Yeah,
kind of.
a mini fridge.
But it's one of those like tabletop ones that you get at the gas stations because it used to be my dad's. So that's super dope. Now we got like a whole thing stocked up of like drinks.
Now we gotta put 210 culture all over.
We're
it now.
literally just buying like canned sodas and stuff just to fill it up, just to look like badasses that we have a fridge full of waters and Gatorades
Ooh,
and
we're
sodas.
essential. We got money.
Yeah, we essential. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pimp that out with the Southside logos.
Pimp my mini fridge. Let's go.
So
Starting a new
if
show.
anybody knows anybody who does custom plexiglass,
We want you.
yeah, we need that logo swapped out because it has the Red Bull logo, and I'm not trying to promote Red Bull without a check.
Where that check, Red Bull? You
Uh,
still promoting it?
If we're doing shout outs, I would appreciate if someone to shout me out and give me a PlayStation, preferably for under $100. I used the large reach of 210 Culture and 210 Nation to give me a PlayStation.
I was gonna say, you might get a PlayStation, but not a PlayStation 4. It might
I was
just
like
be
a PlayStation 4, please.
It might just be a PlayStation.
Actually,
gonna
give me these PlayStation 2 and then give me some NCAA. I'll pay you $100 right on the spot.
It's a poly station.
It's a PlayStation 1 and they put a 4, like make the 1 into a 4.
It's just 4 PlayStation 1s.
There we go. That's what I want, actually. I can't wait to get a knockoff PlayStation with like a dollar sign with in the S.
Hey, I'll give you my classic. I bought it for like $20 because nobody was buying them, and I tried modding it, but it keeps like screwing up, so I have to like remod it every time I want to play with it, and I'm just like, screw this. But it was so difficult to remod that thing.
I just want to get PlayStation 4 and get one of the old MLB The Show games and hit 500 home runs. That's it.
Oh, I have.
It's always fun to do that.
I have 13, 14, one of those old ass ones.
The show.
Yeah, I have the show.
Yeah, I remember you do have that one.
Yeah, and I was picked by the Padres, and I was like,
Pinche Padres.
I broke the record my rookie year for home runs. I had like 82.
Yes, exactly. How fun? You can't not have fun when you're hitting home runs.
I love it. Love hitting home runs.
Especially when it's a game, especially since you don't really take the seriousness of it. So you just put it on rookie and you just keep hitting home runs and you just tell them you want them to pitch you fastballs the whole game. So you got to do just work on the timing. That's the best.
Yeah, and timing is everything.
I was like, I'm never going to play anybody. I'm never going to do the franchise. I'm never going to do anything else. I'm just going to play my career mode and hit home runs. And it's funny because I'm like the bench warmer, so I don't even go on field for defense.
They
They
just
have
want
me as,
you batter.
yeah, because they don't have a designated hitter in their side. So they're just like, okay, I think they put me in left field just to put me in left field. And they're like, okay, go stand over there. And then they're like, okay, go hit 6 home runs. It's like, all right, I hate you. Or they'll put me in as a pinch hitter for like half the season because he does like he has like no throw accuracy at all, but he has power, so he can hit the ball.
Yeah.
So,
It's funny when you play baseball as a kid, it's like, like nobody's in the outfield. You're just like, why am I here? Can I go watch cartoons and play video games? And then growing up, playing in high school or middle school, you're like, damn, the balls keep coming out here. I want to go inside.
I was gonna say, I think it's funny how like when you're in little league, they put the slow, fat people outside in outfield because they know all the balls are just gonna roll out there. They're really gonna not hit it that far.
Mhm.
And then in middle school, they're like, we put the semi-athletic people
Athletic
that aren't
people
gonna
out
do
there.
anything. And then once you get to like softball leagues and stuff, and they're like, no, you put the fast people out there, all the fat people stay
On the base.
infield, and it was like, oh, I was doing it wrong this whole time.
But you learn as time goes on.
Can I have a confession to make, guys? I've been scrolling on the taco page for the last 20 minutes. I've
Probably
literally
salivating
just,
over there. Right
literally,
now.
I've just been like scrolling up and down the page, like, yep, they're still right there. Those tacos.
That's
See, what-
tacos, all right.
See, what I should have done was gone pick some up before, but I didn't know Jose was still hungry. But I should figure because every time before we start, Jose's like, so and so has free delivery today, and I'm thinking, I should get some.
Yeah, I know,
Right.
right? I did that yesterday, actually. I was like, man, Chipotle is still doing free delivery. Did it again.
Mm.
Queso from the burrito, not bad.
Well, see,
Queso.
the catering guy we were gonna have today was supposed to bring food, so we would have
Damn
actually
you.
had food.
Why? Who has catering during quarantine?
Exactly. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking earlier. Who's
10
catering?
people, or it has to be less than 10 people. How's that even possible?
I bet you he's catering just for himself. He's just stacking up all of the food and just gonna keep it all.
Yeah. So yeah, because that's what we were talking about beforehand. He was like, I want to bring out. He's like, y'all want me to bring food? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I gotta see what doesn't get like cold. He's like, I want to see what doesn't get cold or soggy. And I was like, it's food. I don't care if it's cold or soggy.
It's going down the same hole.
I was like, I'll still eat it, unless it's supposed to be
Facts.
like cold and it's
Crunchy,
hot.
yeah.
But
Mm.
I'm trying to find
There's
out.
a microwave in back. I go heat it up.
Yeah, I was thinking about starting to just walk around wearing my lucha mask, since you have to. The president wants you to wear a mask now.
I'll
But
wear my Bane mask.
but mine doesn't have the only parts that are open are the eyes and the mouth, so it kind of defeats the purpose of wearing it for the sake of being funny. So
Be like, do you
Um,
feel in charge?
I'll have to find another mask. But I'm trying to see anybody else local that has a good deal that we can talk about.
I am San Antonio's reckoning.
I'm
See
trying to
here.
think of what we've already gone over pizza. I don't know about Italian. Is there good Italian food in San Antonio? Oh, you know what? Barbecue, just straight barbecue. We haven't talked barbecue.
Smoke Shack.
Smoke Shack. yeah.
Really? That quickly, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
Smoke Shack.
I mean, yeah, I've been there before. Obviously, the brisket grilled cheese just injected in my veins.
Have you had the? I think it's the Hog Wild, where it's like the brisket, the sausage, and the pulled pork
Y
all together.
todo.
Here's the thing about me. I get the same thing every time I go to the same place.
Like
So,
Donna with chicken nuggets.
yeah, I literally every time I go to Smoke Shack, it's brisket grilled cheese and mac and cheese.
Hey,
So
I
have
don't
not,
blame
no.
you. I don't blame you.
Hog Wild though, it's got
Yeah.
everything you want and more.
Yes,
Mm.
my dad got it for his birthday, and he was just like, he left like halfway. Like, I can't eat this whole thing.
Is that the big long thing?
I think it's a long one. I
Yeah,
know it
it's a
has all the
long
Like
Like
the
yeah.
like they're like a novelty food. If you finish it and whatever, then you get like
I
something.
don't think they have a contest for it, but I know
But
it
it's just
would
a
be.
big
It would
ass-
be just because it's their big ass one.
big ass plate? Mhm.
I would say second to that, R&J smoking.
Truck.
Yeah, food truck. That'd be my next
That
one.
potato though.
They have a baked potato there called the Smoking Spud, and it's the same
Has
thing.
everything
it has
in it.
brisket, sausage, pulled pork, and then if he's making fajitas that day, he'll put fajitas on there as
It's
well.
a meal in one.
That was a pretty good one. And then if you're looking more like rib wise, the Purple Pig
Those
has
ribs
some
are
amazing
great.
ribs. And then
What was that one that we went to at that fire ring?
I was just getting to that. So then if you want a mixture of both, if you kind of want a little bit of both, I would say Goshen's Barbecue
Goshen.
was another good one. Their ribs were so
Support
good. When we
firefighters.
were doing the video, we picked up the ribs by the bone, and the
And they
bone just
fell out.
fell out by itself. We were stuck with the bone.
What is this?
Goshen's
I was
G-O.
gonna say Goshen's like a ghost ocean.
No, so it's G-O and then it's like a hyphen
And it's Shen,
S-H-E-E-N.
yeah. It's a fire truck. It's a firefighter, ex-firefighter. That's he currently is like he supports firefighters and everything. And man, his ribs are on point. He's like, I can't tell you. He's like, I can't tell you how I make these, but they are delish. And he is right. Those ribs kill it.
Man, I can't wait to go to all these places.
You're telling me I want to go
But-
back.
Because I think for a lot of these, because we do more food, I mean, we do restaurants as well, but it seems like the food trucks are more enjoyable. So a lot of them still are available now. It's just you have to
Find them.
find them exactly.
Yeah, that's the issue. I wish there was like some millionaire somewhere, maybe the
Start an
210
app.
culture, start an app.
For
The like
food trucks.
Where are you food trucks?
There actually is a new group on Facebook that actually has that. It says, "Where is my food truck?"
Mhm.
And it has the cover photo is dude, where's my car? But it has a food truck instead of a car on it. And
Dude,
they're
where's my truck?
and they're getting it started where the trucks can actually post where they're gonna be at,
Nice.
and then that way you can just follow that group and find out where they're set up.
But
Well,
you know what? An app still sounds good though.
I mean, unless somebody wants to who's watching is good and they want to create one for us to put on our website, that would be dope. Then I'm gonna
Damn
try
it,
for that.
the olds have taken over Facebook. We don't use Facebook anymore, us youngs.
Well, I mean, if you want to make a TikTok for us and you can run it and just be like, eat here, and just do a little TikTok dance.
I'll
That
hire
Tootsie
some like
Slide,
12-year-old.
Jose gonna do
The
it?
12-year-olds know how to do the TikTok. I'm too old for
Right.
TikTok.
Yeah, so are we.
Uh,
Dorito Locos Tacos, free tacos on Tuesday.
Coming up.
Man,
It doesn't say anything required. You just go and get your free tacos on Tuesday.
wow. Free tacos where? Free?
Taco
Excuse
Bell.
me?
Taco Bell.
Oh.
That's a Doritos Loco
Yeah.
Taco.
Choro City.
Of course, shout out to Mita Metals.
Mita.
With our side project on Thursdays, our Fiesta Network, where they sell their Fiesta metals. I say we because I'm in the back producing it. But yeah, they release the Fiesta metals they've been working on, so you
Mhm.
can get some exclusive metals before they actually hit the vendor, the company that
Yeah, they're really
purchased
cool
them.
metals.
So like they did a couple. I think they did like 3 or 4 reveals last week, and then they get crazy and sometimes they'll have specials. Last week they had their big metal, their Lechusa one, which is a big old owl.
Oh no.
Normally it was 15
Lechusa.
bucks, but because everybody tuned in and stayed to the end of the show, they were doing it for $5 the rest of the night.
So
And
you want some metals?
then their Fiesta shirts were on sale that day as well. So it's definitely something cool to tune into. Grab your chicken on a stick and tune
Get your
in.
checkbook as well.
And who knows? We got crazy last episode, and I gave away a medal. I paid for one and gave it away. So who knows? Maybe I'll do it again this week if y'all guys are nice.
Wow, gee, the humanitarian.
I know.
I know.
Look at you.
So definitely tune into that. We have Carpenter's Apprentice's late night show that we also are producing. I think we should be dropping either the first episode should be coming out next Saturday or our first actual production episode because the first one was done by another company because we weren't available. So shout out to Joey and friends. So their episodes should have dropped yesterday, but I don't know if they're going to push it back till next week. And then we'll be dropping our episode after that as we take over the rest of that.
Yep.
So that'll be a fun little talk show to keep your
lot of
Saturdays
work. A
entertained.
lot of work.
Of course, we have our G Labs where I go and try random stuff. Last week I did the Twix challenge. So I had to guess out of the 5 different Twix flavors which one was which while being blindfolded because there was a white chocolate and a dark chocolate there, so to hide the color. So that was interesting. I sucked. I think I got 2 out of the 5.
Dang.
And I missed my favorite one, so that shows you how difficult that was. And then we're gonna have then before that I did chocolate cinnamon toast crunch and
Interesting.
churro flavored cinnamon toast crunch.
I like churros.
Those weren't that good. As soon as
Really?
the milk touched it, like all the cinnamon fell off. So you literally were
Aw.
just eating like cereal. But check out my reviews on both of those videos. And then this week I am going to do Being Boozled with a special guest restaurant owner. So that'll be fun. And that's pretty much all we have. And in these podcasts, so we are going to take Easter off. Just
When is Easter?
next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday.
So we're going to take a break from that so that way we can send a list of restaurants to Jose to see what's open so he can have a wonderful Easter brunch. And then after that, we'll be back the following week, hopefully with Daniel is what we're looking for. So we should have some
We
food.
can get you some food there, Jose.
Yeah, so we'll have some food that episode to review.
Daniel, I'd hate for you to bring me some food. I'd hate it. I'd spit it all out in disgust because of the rage I'd feel for that. Ugh, what a shame. What kind of food are we talking here?
I don't know. We're still deciding. I know he does he's done brisket egg rolls.
Ooh.
Or no, brisket wontons.
Ooh, even better.
And then he's done
Crab ragoon.
well, because his
Oh,
wife's
man.
part German, so he sometimes does like kolaches, and he does
Ooh,
but he does
yeah.
like German style kolaches and not Texas style kolaches.
That's interesting. Yeah, some Texas.
So,
kolaches.
but he kind of just mixes a little bit of everything. I know when last time I had got to try his food, he had done crispy dogs. So he wrapped the tortilla around the hot dog and cooked them till they got real crispy. So
I like crispy.
kind of like a taquito, you can say. So I don't know what he was gonna make. He just wanted something that it wasn't gonna get soggy by the time he got over here.
True.
This
It's
all
really
just
hard.
sounds awful. I might not even show up. I'd hate it.
Sounds like it.
Terrible time.
And we'll have it all on camera for when Jose comes back.
Good. I'll watch it again just out of rage.
Out of
Out of rage.
And then we'll have Jose's review on Mr. Diablo's tacos.
Yeah,
That's
you
sad.
need to
That's
tell
gonna
me.
happen. Like I said, I already texted my order in. I already texted it. 8 mini tacos. Let's go. Al pastor. Or put them all down, and I'll say if it's the best.
Dang. All right.
Even though I've only
I
had
like
one other
this.
mini tacos, and that was West Ave, and they were.
Oh,
I had
They,
10
they,
of those.
they used to be my go-to, and then after we tried these guys, I'm like, I'm gonna have to go with these.
Well, I hope they changed my mind. I hope they
yeah.
did. I hate it.
I guess I'll throw a couple of more random suggestions here to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Do you have any Asian places? Any Chinese?
Oh, yeah,
Chinese?
Asian
anything?
What about you?
I don't know if I really have. I know Japanese. We have that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I think
It's a Japanese food.
it's-
They give out bento boxes.
yes,
Yeah.
and it was really good. But that was more Japanese than it was Chinese.
yeah. It was really good. I mean, they had well, what it is that they had that sauce. It's like what is it? In Indian food, they have a lot of it. Curry. Yeah, they have a specific kind of curry for it, and it was like it was kind of spicy, which I liked.
It tasted like a kind of you saw that. But it was
Mhm.
pretty good.
It was good.
I don't really have one because normally I just eat more Chinese restaurants. I mean, buffets. So I don't really have like
it's
a
called
legit.
a idamasu masu.
There you go,
Yeah,
which stands
idamasu.
for "Thank you for coming."
Thank you for coming.
In Japanese. So I really don't have an actual
Ita-
Chinese restaurant.
Itadakimasu. I really-
Not anyone that's actually good, cause not that it wasn't good. Not one that I could say like stood out to me. I've eaten at some like Asian peach, but there's been nothing that's really like stood
yeah,
out.
they
Where
have
I'm
like
like
those soft little tacos.
the babuns.
Yeah, bao buns. Bao buns are dope.
Babuns are dope.
Even Rick made bao buns.
I forgot where I went. There was one that was really good, but I can't remember where. But of course,
I know an Italian place that's kind of off of 1604 and Loch El Salma. It's called Scuzzi's or Northwest Military. Scuzzi's is a local Italian restaurant. We met the owner of that place at
Mhm.
that
yeah,
when they were talking about all the posts of
Mhm.
the like customers complaining.
all the bad Yelp
Yeah,
reviews.
all the bad Yelp reviews.
So, yeah, if you're looking for
They're really good.
Puerto
Italian
Rican
ramen.
food, you have Electric Eats, which is pretty good.
Electric
They're over off
Eats.
of Petrenko and 151 in that area.
What about that Luna
Uh,
place?
Best
I've
Venezuelan
never-
food, Zula's kitchen at the block. I'll say it again because they're the homies, and that's the only Venezuelan food truck I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
you did tell us that.
Yeah, you did tell us about that.
And we've been trying to get in
Um,
touch with them.
Mr. Maniacs is pretty cool. If you want something like a different type of weird burger, they have one where
Maniacs.
they have like mac and cheese bites that are like deep fried put on top of it. That were
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
cool.
And then if you want voted one of the top burgers by Forbes magazine, you do have Papa's
Forbes.
Burger off of Highway 90.
Robert Walker.
They were voted by Forbes like the top 10 burgers in America.
Yeah.
So
But their times are like very limited though.
yeah,
Pop
they're
Up
open.
Burger.
Papa's.
Papa's Burgers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Papa's.
hmm
Not Papa John's, Papa's Burgers.
So that one's a good one, and I think he's working on still working on the second location that should be coming
Mhm.
soon. And both of them are really good.
He's a really big supporter of the of San Antonio,
Mhm.
Of the community culture and everything. He's a really great guy.
Of course, you want a mom and pop like Cajun food place. That's it. That's all. It's pretty good.
Oh my god, I haven't seen him in a minute.
They are the owner is the granddaughter to Mama Harps over on the east side, Mama Harper's.
So it's good.
So it's her food truck that she made on herself, and they have really good. Sometimes they have gator, And they made
Ooh,
a-
when they have it available because it's always sold out.
and they made alligator cheesesteaks, which are pretty dope. Trying to think
So
what else am I
good.
missing.
So we've decided Diablo's is the go-to though
for
yeah.
tacos, yes.
for tacos.
Yes.
Because
sir.
that was the first thing. I didn't even say like anything. I said, "What was your go-to spot?" And that was the first one you guys said. So.
Yes,
Diablo's.
Vietnamese Garden's another one. I just saw Northania 210 post about it or comment on our post. So Vietnamese Garden's another good one if you want like they have a little bit of everything. So they do have Chinese food and Vietnamese food.
Mhm.
So that's another good one if you want some more Oriental base. I guess they're Oriental. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Oriental food.
I don't know.
yeah.
I'm gonna yell that for it, but whatever. There. So that's another good choice as well. That one is off of San Pedro and where the hell is it at? It is on Blanco Road. Actually, it's on
Blanco.
5433 Blanco Road.
Mhm.
And they have like a little party room, so you can have a full party there. So it's pretty cool. I love that place, and their lunch specials are super cheap. It's like less than $8 a plate with a drink.
Wow.
So
That's what we love to hear.
yes.
Yes.
So
For
maybe
all you out there in quarantine, go eat up.
you know what? I'm gonna have Donna do that for the other episode. We'll go ahead and start doing
Food truck madness.
no, like a lunch special place for what's still open, and we'll do that. We'll run through.
We want to help you guys out because you're tired of all that home cooked food.
I can't wait to ask Donna next week what she thinks, like what her places are, and she mentions none of these places that you've said.
Probably
Absolutely none.
Probably she wants to be different and difficult.
she'll probably mention Rick,
Yeah.
which we didn't mention Rick, but
Mm.
That's
um,
because he already knows that
he
we
doesn't-
love him.
He doesn't fit in just a category though. He's like everything.
all these things.
Yes.
He's
Rick
not
will
even
beat us
one.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But he's
So-
the next cop.
But
so that's
his pork
scary.
belly is amazing, and his pork
You don't
belly.
want to know how he looks like without a
I was
shirt
gonna say,
on.
and his pork belly is also amazing. Yeah, he makes everything, but he does like a pork belly lo mein.
That guy's cool as
He's done a
fuck.
pork belly cheese fries for me. So I'm addicted to pork belly now because of him. So it's all his fault.
It's just bacon, just thicker.
Yeah, but way better. So thanks again, Timmy, for being on the show.
Yeah, Timmy.
really
I'm glad
appreciate
he got a lot of good recommendations.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He's like, in my retirement, I'm gonna go eat all of these places.
Hey, and tell Rihanna we said what's up.
Nice hair, by the way, Timmy.
Yeah, glad
Glad
you finally.
cut it.
Yeah, glad you finally cut it.
Where'd the gray go?
He's young still. He can still come back.
Now that he won the Hall of Fame, we got the.
Touch of gray in his
It's-
beard.
It's
Yeah,
like
and his
NBA
beard.
2K. We got the 99. It's probably like the 14 Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
But
Man, I miss. You know what? He was like one of the only players that would get hit. You know, when he would shoot, hit the backboard, go in. Like nobody does it off the backboard anymore. It's just swish, swish.
you don't need to when you can yell Kobe and swish it.
But he was like the only one. Like you hit that square, it's gonna go in.
Yeah, but if you can yell Kobe from 95 feet and it's swish, that looks better.
You're right.
Kobe.
You're right.
R.I.P. Kobe.
So with that being said, and we're showing our age now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. So thanks guys for tuning in, and happy Easter, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So like always, I'm G,
I'm Dom.
and remember 210
210
culture,
culture,
bringing the best of 210 Nation.
Nation.